Each island is very unique. Each island has its own personality. Yes, each island is, although the same, is very different from each other. Oahu is a big city. Oahu, the Honolulu, is a big city. A lot of people don't realize how large a city it is before arriving here. It's the historic portion of Honolulu. You see the Iolani Palace, the only royal palace on United States soil. And then just across from the palace is the statue of the first king of the Hawaiian Islands, King Kamehameha I, or King Kamehameha the Great.
The Arizona Memorial was maybe one of the highlights of my trip. It was one thing I was adamant on doing, no matter how we ended up in Hawaii. Just one of those things at some point I wanted to come to. It's tremendously moving. It just makes you think and just reflect upon things and about how good we have it now, not having had to have lived through that type of event.
Well, it doesn't matter how many times you go to Pearl Harbor. As many times as I've been to Pearl Harbor, it still affects myself as well. It's a very emotional experience. I've seen a lot of different reactions on the memorial itself, and as well as watching the documentary film that they show. I realize that at that moment when I see their reactions that, and they'll even tell me the story behind it, that they either had a family member, a father, a brother, an uncle that was here, and it becomes very emotional for everyone around.
I've lived all my life waiting for that moment to see that, and it was extremely moving.
As we left the Arizona Memorial, Bert, the tour guide, led our group in God Bless America. It was moving.
Polynesian Cultural Center is a place that perpetuates and teaches the legacy of Hawaii and Polynesia in general. A lot of these, unfortunately, with westernization, a lot of these philosophies, a lot of these traditions, a lot of these cultures were dying out. And the Polynesian Cultural Center has brought those cultures back to life and kept those traditions going.
Kauai is just the opposite, of course, country. It's like going back in time. I always say that Kauai is the Hawaii that your mind's eye sees before you get here. It is the Hawaii that you expected to see. And it is absolutely beautiful. Kauai is very much country and a lot of natural beauty. And of course, the helicopter flight over Kauai is the best way to see the entire island, since most of the island is inaccessible by a vehicle. Just beautiful, and a lot of aloha spirit is found there as well. Maui is like in between Kauai and Oahu. Not too fast and not too slow. A lot of visitors enjoy Maui because I believe Maui really has something for everyone, no matter what your likes or dislikes are. It has something that will please everyone. Haleakala, of course, is one of the highlights of Maui, the largest dormant volcano in the world. And we go up to a beautiful 9,745-foot elevation there, look right into the mouth of Haleakala Crater, and look right at it, a 3,000-foot drop. It's just beautiful. It's an awesome sight. Down in Paia on Maui, it's the windsurfing capital of the world. Of course, Hana, also on Maui, is very pretty, very beautiful, a lot of natural beauty. Wonderful for picture buffs.
One of the best things was in Maui, we went to Haleakala and we watched the sunrise and we biked down, and that was beautiful. I mean, the sunrise, I couldn't believe I'm standing up there. We're in Hawaii, 30-degree weather. It felt like gloves on our hands, but it was just amazing. We saw the sunrise and then we go all the way back down, but it was great.
And then the big island of Hawaii, very unique, very different from all the other islands. Being so young geologically, she is just an infant geologically. So being very young, she's very unique. She's a very versatile terrain, so a lot of variety on this island. And of course, the Hawaii Volcano National Park is the highlight of the island of Hawaii, I believe, besides the people. But it is the highlight of the island. Most active volcano in the world, Kilauea. Of course, the Hawaii Volcano National Park is at the summit of Kilauea. A few miles from the summit, along the flanks, is the Pu'o'o vent, which is the actual eruption site today. In the last 23 years, she has added over 600 acres of new land to the big island of Hawaii. And it is oozing and flowing out of Pu'o'o down towards the shoreline and entering the ocean. And as it enters the ocean, of course, the lava being very hot, over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, as it meets the cold ocean waters, billows and billows of steam will come pouring out along the shoreline.
I'm very happy that we went to every island that we did, and each island was different, so we got a different flavor or exposure during each island.